Definition: a non-negative measurable function f defined on a set E which belongs to script B, where x comma script B comma mu is a measure space This function is said to be integrable over E with respect to the measure mu if integral over E f d mu is finite. A non-negative measurable function defined on a script B measurable set E is said to be integrable over E with respect to the measure mu if integral over E of d mu is finite. Next definition: suppose f is a measurable function defined on a script B measurable set, that is E belongs to script B, where x comma script B comma mu is a measure space then the integral of f related to mu over E is denoted by integral over E of d mu and is given by integral over E of d mu is equal to integral over E f plus d mu minus integral over E f minus d mu. Whenever RHS is meaningful, and f is said to be integrable over E if integral over E of d mu is finite. The definition says that suppose f is a measurable function defined on a script B measurable set E, then the integral of f related to mu over E is denoted by this one, and this one is nothing but integral over E f plus d mu minus integral over E f minus d mu. This will be valid if whenever RHS, that is this one minus this one, is meaningful, and if this value is finite, then we say that f is integrable over E. There is only one difference between this one and this one. Here f is a non-negative measurable function. Here f may be a negative measurable function. If f is a negative measurable function, then we are going to consider f is equal to f plus minus f minus, and we are going to find the integral. If this value minus this value is finite, then we say that f is integrable. Note: if f is a measurable function which is integrable over E. When I am saying f is a measurable function, here I did not mention whether it is negative or non-negative. So here f may be negative. That is, when I am saying it is an integrable means if integral over E f d mu is finite, then only I can say that f is integrable over E. When I can say that this one is finite, then both f plus comma f minus are integrable over E. That is, integral over E f plus d mu is finite, integral over E f minus d mu is finite. If these two are finite, then only the difference will be finite. If the difference will be finite, you will get this value is finite. Then only we can say that f is a integrable over E. Since already we have discussed the definition of f plus and f minus in the last lecture, and we know that both are non-negative. So this one I wrote from this definition, and this one I wrote from this definition. Now a theorem. Suppose f comma g are integrable functions defined on E belongs to script B, where x comma script B comma mu is a measure space, and if a comma b are any constants, then integral over E af plus bg d mu can be written as a into integral over E f d mu plus b integral over E f g d mu. Suppose f and g are integrable functions defined on E. Here I did not mention that f and g are non-negative. So suppose f and g are integrable function defined on a script P measurable set E. If a and b are any constant, then integral over E af plus bg d mu can be written as a into integral over E f d mu plus b integral over E g d mu. Proof. To prove the theorem, it is sufficient to prove first one, integral over E cf d mu is equal to c into integral over E f d mu for any constant. If this one I can prove, then I can remove a constants outside. And the second thing, I have to prove that integral over E f plus g d mu, and the second one we have to prove is integral over E f plus g d mu can be written as integral over E f d mu plus integral over E g d mu. If we prove this 1 and 2, then the theorem will be proved. So let us prove the first one. C is any constant. If I take C is equal to 0, then 1 is obvious. Why? LHS is integral of 0 is 0, 0 into integral is 0. Since both sides is equal to 0, both sides is equal to 0. So now assume C is not equal to 0. If C is not equal to 0, then C may be positive, may be negative. Then if C is not equal to 0, then what is CF plus? Already we have discussed the definition CF plus. If C is positive, CF plus become CF plus, and if C is negative, then this one becomes minus CF minus, and CF minus is equal to, if C is positive, then this one becomes CF minus, and if C is negative, then this one becomes minus CF plus. Already we have discussed this definitions in the last lecture. Hence we get integral over E CF d mu. This one can be written as integral over E CF plus d mu minus integral over E CF minus d mu from the definition. Just now we have discussed the definition of, if f is a measurable function defined on a E, then integral over E of d mu can be written as like this. Now this one can be written as, integral over E, if C is positive, CF plus is this one, CF plus d mu minus integral over E. If C is positive, then CF minus is CF minus d mu. If C is negative, then this one is integral over E minus CF minus d mu minus, if C is negative, then this one is integral over E minus CF plus d mu. Now this one can be written as, which is equal to C into integral over E f plus d mu minus C integral over E f minus d mu, when if C is positive. And here this one can be written as minus C integral over E f minus d mu, and minus into minus plus C integral over E f plus d mu if C is negative. If C is negative, then minus C will be positive. So here I can remove minus C outside. How I wrote this one? How I removed C outside? Here is the rough part. Since we have already proved integral over ECF is equal to C into integral over EF for non-negative measurable functions, and C is positive. If C is positive and F is a non-negative measurable function, then we have already proved this one. Since we know that CF plus and CF minus all are positive, so I can remove those terms outside. From this I am going to take C constant outside, C into integral over E F plus d mu minus integral over E F minus d mu when if C is positive. And from this one I am going to take C common. First I am writing this one, integral over E F plus d mu minus integral over E F minus d mu when if C is negative. This Therefore in both the cases c is positive or negative, we are going to get the same thing, c into integral over e f plus d mu minus integral over e f minus d mu for any c. For any c, this is nothing but c integral over e f d mu, because in the statement clearly given that f is integrable. F is integrable for any constant c. Therefore proving first one. Proving first one. Now we have to prove the second one. For the second one, suppose f is an integrable function. Suppose f, capital F, is an integrable function such that capital F can be written as difference of two function where f1 and f2 are non-negative measurable functions. Let us take this one as equation number 1. Before we prove the second part, I am going to prove something that we are going to use. This result I am going to use while proving the second one. Suppose f is any, capital F is any integrable function which can be written as capital F is equal to difference of two non-negative measurable functions. Now we get integral over e capital F d mu can be written as integral over e capital F1 d mu minus integral over e capital F2 d mu. Equation number 2. Equation number 2. Since we know that capital F can be written as capital F plus minus capital F minus. Equation number 3. As the note we have discussed in the previous lecture. From 1 and 3 we get f is equal to f means this one is equal to this one. What you will get? f1 minus f2 is equal to f plus minus f minus. This one can be written as f1 plus f minus is equal to f plus f2. Now I am going to take integral on both sides. Integral over e f1 plus f minus d mu is equal to integral over e f plus f2 d mu. Now this one I can split into integral over e f1 d mu plus integral over e f minus d mu is equal to integral over e f plus d mu plus integral over e f2 d mu. How I can split into this one? The reason is I am writing here, since f plus f minus f1 f2 these all are non-negative measurable functions, are non-negative measurable functions by the correspondence results, means the previous result already we have proved in the earlier theorems for non-negative measurable functions. Already we have proved in the previous lectures, that if this one is a non-negative measurable function f plus g, then this one can be written as integral over e f plus integral over e g, where f and g are non-negative measurable functions. Now this one I can write as, this implies integral over e capital F1 d mu minus integral over e capital F2 d mu, which is equal to integral over e capital F plus d mu minus integral over e capital F minus d mu. This one, since capital F is an integrable function, then this one can be written as integral over e capital F d mu, capital F d mu. Therefore, this implies integral over e capital F d mu can be written as integral over e capital F1 d mu minus integral over e capital F2 d mu. Since what is capital F? F1 minus F2, which is equal to F plus minus F minus. And clearly we have took capital F is integrable. If capital F is integrable, then from the definition just now we have discussed, if capital F is integrable, then F1, F2, F plus, F minus all are integrable. Just now here we have discussed earlier in the definition, in the note point, if f is integrable, then this one and this one both are integrable. If f is integrable, then f1, f2, f plus, f minus all are integrable. All are integrable. Now this result I am going to use if f is an integrable function, which can be written as f is equal to f1 minus m2, where non-negative measurable function, then integral over e f can be written as integral over e f and d mu minus integral over e f2 d mu. This is the result. This one I am going to use now. So now suppose small f comma small g are integrable function, clearly given in the statement. Functions over e with respect to mu. Now taking capital F1 as f plus plus g plus and f2 as f minus plus g minus, then since f plus g plus f minus g minus all are non-negative, then their sum is also non-negative. So what you'll get, f1 comma f2 are non-negative measurable functions, because f plus g plus f minus g minus all are measurable, their sum is also measurable. Also we get f1 minus f2. What is f1? f plus plus g plus minus f minus plus g minus. This one can be written as f plus minus f minus plus g plus minus g minus. F plus minus f minus is nothing but f plus g. F plus g. Therefore, what we got now? Small f plus small g is equal to capital F minus capital F2. Therefore, f plus g can be written as difference of two non-negative measurable functions, as we did in the earlier. Capital F can be written as difference of two non-negative measurable function. This one. So now, therefore, just now what we have proved a result, that one I am going to use. Hence, we get by the above result above result just now we have proved integral over E f plus g d mu. This one can be written as integral over E. Just now we got f plus g as f1 minus f2 d mu, which is equal to integral over E f1 d mu minus integral over E f2 d mu. f2 d mu. Just now we have proved if f plus g can be written as difference of two non-negative measurable function, then this one can be written as integral over E first one minus integral over E second one. Just now we have proved the result, which is equal to integral over E. What is f1? f plus g plus d mu minus integral over E f minus plus g minus d mu. This one can be written as integral over E f plus d mu plus integral over E g plus d mu minus integral over E f minus d mu minus integral over E g minus d mu. How I can split this one? Since f plus f minus g plus g minus all are non-negative integrable, non-negative integrables. This equal to integral over E f plus d mu minus integral over E f minus d mu plus integral over E g plus d mu minus integral over E g minus d mu. Since f and g are integrable, since f is integrable, then this one is nothing but integral over E f d mu. Since g is integrable, then this one is nothing but integral over E g d mu. This one only we have to prove. Proving second condition. Therefore, what we got now, by first part and second part, we have integral over E af plus bg d mu is equal to a into integral over E f d mu plus b integral over E g d mu. This is the proof of the theorem.